We're driving through Portland on our way towards Estacada and the south side of Mount Hood on a day outing with no real destination in mind, just gonna enjoy a holiday drive. So we've left the big city. We are in the semi-boonies, lots of trees, but slowly working our way out into the mountains. Yeah, the foothills. Just so you know, I'm here with my gorgeous girlfriend. Say hi.
Hello.
I don't remember what her name is, but she's gorgeous. And in the back is the other girl.
Half a mile. Keep right onto Carver
Victoria.
Highway.
And she's kind of like, whatever. So anyway, we continue on. We're driving along the Clackamas Highway, headed towards Estacada. As you can see, it's more rural than where we just were. A lot of like flat farm bottomlands or something like that, you think?
Asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Dork.
You can edit that part out.
Right below us you can see a little bit of the Clackamas River. It goes way up into the mountains to the southeast of Mount Hood. You said you rafted it before? There's the mountain dead ahead. You can see Mount Hood a little over 8,000, or no, excuse me, 11,000 feet in elevation. Like 11.3, 11.4, something like that. We're in downtown Sandy, Oregon, which is to the east of Salem, headed towards Mount Hood. It's grown up since the last time I was in this town. I think the last time I was here there was 5 people in the whole town. Of the holiday traffic coming back towards Portland. I meant earlier I said Salem, east of Salem, but it's east of Portland, headed towards Mount Hood. But look at the traffic as far as you can see. That's why we came this way, to head opposite of traffic. Crazy. There's the mountain dead ahead, straight in front of us. We left the town of Sandy, headed northeast, kind of in a direction, towards Mount Hood. Our plan is to head up that way, drive through Government Camp, and then come out on the east side of the mountain, head towards the Columbia and cross the river, and then head back along the Washington side. Back through the valley we just came up. We're almost to Government Camp. The highway climbs up through the valley. Here comes the mountain into view, unobstructed. So this is a Government Camp area. This is the Mount Hood Ski Bowl. You can see the ski runs over there. I was just telling Holly the last time I was here, it was 7th grade. We're going to take a little break, give everybody a chance to stretch, use the facilities if they have facilities. Took a break to walk the dog.
What's that?
She's not sure about it.
No, she's not
Maybe. We are at the summit. It's 3,000 and some odd feet before we start to drop down into Hood River. Headed back towards the Columbia. I guess this place is pretty popular during the ski season. I've only been up here once during that season, when I was in 7th grade, as I said earlier. But you can see from here on in, if you has your traffic headed westbound, is all downhill. So here's the mountain coming into view from a different angle. That long slope coming down. It's like taking an inner tube down.
I think I see ski lifts.
Yeah. So we're on our crested the pass and on our way to Hood River, which is about 35 miles down the road on the Columbia River, and that's where we will turn and head back west towards Portland. It's like clouding up there, huh? Those high wispy clouds. It's like you can see dust blowing down low. Or is that just...
I think it's just dirty snow.
Anyway, that's probably going to be one of our last views of the mountain. So this is where we're at, Bennett Pass. Can't read everything it says on there. So here is Mount Hood from the southeast side. Different view. So here you can see the ridge, the east ridge runs up there to the mountain, up that side. So it's time to take a little walk. Walk down to the river down here.
What's that?
We're still in the Mount Hood National Forest. Miss Holly here is excited because she got to use the Christmas present I bought her last year. Her
my national park pass for the rest of my life.
Because she's old.
Yeah, because I'm old.
You can hear the river or the creek, whatever it is, down here. Yeah. Give you a view up here. The blue skies. The tall green trees. The cliffs up above. There you can see the first glimpse of the river down there. It's flowing pretty good. And I left my fishing poles at Holly's. Dang. Doesn't look like there's much access to the water here. There's a nice view of the river.
Alaska.
Miss Victoria's not sure about all this. She was enjoying the car ride. So here's a view up the river. And it flows on down. You can see this tree that came down in the wind or snow or something. You can see the snag right there. That ant is carrying a dead bug. So this is the Oregon woods, and you see all kinds of strange things, but a beer bottle someone left. Maybe my brother Arturo was here. Okay, so there's Mount Adams coming into view as we're getting closer to Hood River. It is actually in Washington State on the other side of the Columbia. And just a little side note, I've been to the top of that mountain. It was not too bad of a climb, but man, was it cold and windy and stormy. But well worth the effort. And as you can see, we're starting to get into orchard country. Can't tell what those are. Apples, maybe. Pears, peaches, who knows. But we're starting to see them on both sides of the road. I don't know what little town this is. The town of Mount Hood. So this is one thing about Oregon that you don't see much of anymore. Logging and plywood mills. Back in the day, those were everywhere.
There. Oh.
You don't have to slow down. You're good. So I was going to say, you can tell that we're getting closer to town because the road is getting wider. There's a good view of Mount Adams. That is the second highest peak in Washington State, behind Mount Rainier, which, as the crow flies, is probably about 50 miles north of there. But you can't see it because Adams is in the way. But anyway, the road's starting to get wider, so we're getting closer down to town. But we have been going downhill for about 30 miles now. And
We're almost to wine country.
yep, coming into the winery areas, wine country of the Hood River Valley. It's a good day out, it's nice, it's beautiful out. So here you can see orchards along the side of the road. Those almost look like cherries, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't see anything.
No, and they're already starting to. I think they're apple.
Yeah, that looks like grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
And roses.
So you can tell we're getting down to the river because as we drop it, you can see crossing into Washington. Costs $2 to cross. You can lean forward. You can lean forward. So if you look out the window here, you can see the sail borders out on the Columbia. One of the things that this area is good known for. There's a view up, headed upriver. Oregon on the right, Washington on the left.
Nothing's coming under the drawbridge. If it is, it's not too bad.
Welcome to Washington State. I'm home. So let's see, right or left, right or left?
We're going left.
We're going left.
I think I got her off.
Stevenson, Vancouver. That way.
Remind me to show you what it's like on this. Oh, there, I found my garbage.
So this is Highway 14 in Washington State. Parallels the Columbia on the north side of the river. For those that don't know, the Columbia River over there is the border between Oregon and Washington. And on the Oregon side, it's Interstate 84, which is a 4-lane highway. You can see the difference. So there you can see the river going by. And sometimes you get a glimpse of Mount Hood, but trees are in the way. So Holly was pointing out that the Columbia River is wide enough and deep enough that the ocean-going cargo ships go up it all the way to Tri-Cities and beyond, I think.
Maybe not that far.
But anyway, it is the largest river west of the Mississippi. I was trying to figure out what you were doing. Oh, there's Mount Hood right there.
That's fine. Can I roll down your window or anything?
You can stop. So here's a view. Here's a view of Mount Hood overlooking the Columbia. Looking downstream towards Portland. And looking back the way we came. So we actually came down this valley, down through there, along this side of that mountain ridge over there. So this will give you an indication of what Highway 14 is like compared to 84 on the Oregon side. A little more scenic, not tons of traffic, more narrow or windy, whereas the other one's pretty much straight. Anyway, that's Oregon over there on the other side of the river. You can see the whitecaps on the water. It's a constant on this river. And if we pan over here, you can see we're right along the bluffs up there. Used to come all the way down to the water till they put the road in. Big, huge groves of oak trees. Something you don't see further up north in the Seattle area. Another thing this side of the river has that is not on the Oregon side is a tunnel. And they're telling Holly to slow down. There's a train tunnel there. And then the car tunnel is right here. Which is easier to do than blasting away all the rock. Is that the only one on this? Yeah. So the height of these peaks along the river will give you an idea of why they call it the Columbia River Gorge. Because they go straight up from the river. Probably rising to about 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet maybe.
Sure.
It gets a lot of snow in the winter. I believe this is Drano Lake, which is a very popular salmon fishing lake. It's actually a part of the Columbia River, but the highway goes over it. You can see the boat there. A couple of boats out there. I think it goes I forget what river empties it. The Wind River maybe? Yep, it said Drano Lake. I think the Wind River comes up up through there. That little canyon through there. And that's what feeds the lake.
Little White Salmon River.
Is that what it is?
That's what it said.
So the white salmon? The little white salmon. Oh yeah. There I saw the sign. So we pulled over here at the Wind River to swap drivers. This is where the Wind River empties into the Columbia on the Washington side of the Columbia. Here we're looking downstream towards Portland. The Wind River is really pretty as you go further up towards Mount Adams. Anyway, so I'm going to start driving, so the video is going to not be as often, but you've got a pretty good view of what it looks like. And so I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll catch you all later.